Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, I have phenomenal news for you guys. Hot off the presses, this has happened about 2 hours ago. We now have a 22nd state in these United States that is now constitutional carry. Alabama's Governor Kay Ivey just signed the bill literally an hour to an hour and a half ago. This is breaking news. This is amazing news for you guys in Alabama. And by the way, Georgia's right on their tail. Nebraska had a vote today. Georgia's votes tomorrow. Ohio and Indiana are still pending. Guys, make sure you are subscribed and that notification bell is on because that pesky algorithm does make mistakes sometimes because we got to bring you this news up to date and quick. So make sure that stuff is on. I'm going to do a quick read from our sponsor, USCCA, and we're going to get into the amazing news about Alabama becoming the 22nd constitutional carry state. All right, so let's get it. The USCCA is about something bigger than the right to bear arms. It's a resource to help you be ready for the before, during, and after of a self-defense incident. If you're not one of the 500,000 plus responsibly armed Americans who are proud USCCA members, then now is the time to explore USCCA membership. Click the link in the description below now and learn about life-saving education and industry-leading training. Like I said, there's a link in the description box. Just let them know that I sent you their way. It's worth a click so you know your options, but now, let's dive into this. I'm so excited to bring you this from Alabama. And like I said, Georgia's tomorrow, Nebraska was today, Ohio and Indiana are pending. This is crazy. There's so much goodness. All right, let me show you this bad boy right here. Governor Ivey defends Alabamians' Second Amendment rights, signs constitutional carry bill into law. This is from the press release that her office put out, so this is as official as it gets. Montgomery. Governor Kay Ivey on Thursday signed House Bill 272, known as the Constitutional Carry Bill, into law, defending law-abiding Alabamians' Second Amendment right. All right, so maybe not all you guys aren't from the South. I've been in the South my whole life. Southern women don't play. When they get something done, they're going to get something done. Trust me. But this is phenomenal news because it went through the House today, got signed. It is effective January 1, but it's signed law. This is a done deal. That baby is into bed. Now we can focus on, like I said, Nebraska, Ohio, Indiana, and Georgia. Guys, we are heading towards 50% of states going to be constitutional carry within the next week. We will know Ohio and Indiana by the 15th of next week. Make sure that bell is on because I can bring it to you short and sweet. We're going to make this happen. God, I'm excited. All right. So now let's look at the AP. Okay, here's a brief rundown of what the other side is saying about this bill. Some Democrat stuff, but I'm also going to show you what was put in the bill to assuage the concerns of law enforcement. Check this out. Alabama legislature approves permitless carry bill. This is before it was signed. That's how new this was. This was 2 hours ago. Quote, "You are making it easier for the lawless," Representative Thomas Jackson, a Democrat from Thomasville, told Stringer during the debate. Now, that doesn't make any sense because if you're a law-abiding citizen, you're going to carry the gun, but if you're not a law-abiding citizen, you're going to do it either way. If you're a criminal, there is no penalty, but if you're a law-abiding citizen, then there is a penalty? Not anymore. All right, so now let's keep on going. Oh, and by the way, those are the vote totals. They smashed them in Alabama. The Alabama Sheriff's Association opposed the bill, just like we're seeing in a lot of other states. Very interesting. We're going to see why in a second. During public hearings, law enforcement officials said the permits are a tool officers use daily to remove weapons from the hands of individuals who should not have them in the first place. It's a tool. It can tack on charges. It can do all sorts of different things. Look at Jared's channel from Guns and Gadgets if you want to look a little bit more in depth because he was actually an officer. But legitimately, they're looking at it as a tool, but it's also a fundraising tool. Check this out. So this is what they actually put in the bill to assuage the fears I was telling you about. Lawmakers made several changes to the bill to try to alleviate some of law enforcement's concerns. Now, this is from the AP. Okay, so this is what they're reporting. During a traffic stop or other investigation, an officer who has a reasonable suspicion that a person was about to engage in criminal conduct could temporarily take a handgun and run it through a database to see if the gun was stolen. The officer could also check the person's criminal history. That's one. Two, an officer could also temporarily take a weapon if a reasonable person would believe it is necessary for the safety of the officer or others, but it must be returned unless there is an arrest or the person is posing a safety threat. That's two. And three, this is the one that I think has a lot to do with the officers. The legislation would steer up to $5 million in state funds to sheriff's offices to compensate for the funding loss from permit fees. So they were getting $5 million from this permit system. I wonder what could have influenced them to stand up against it. Well, the legislator said, don't worry about it, boo. We got you. We'll give you the additional $5 million. We'll make it up. That way everyone's rights are taken care of, your pocketbooks are good, and we'll all be happy. And, and Governor Kay Ivey said, I got this. Signed it. It is now law. Guys, this is an amazing time to be a gun rights supporter. We are going to pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation by building on this momentum. Like I said earlier, make sure that bell is on. Make sure you are subscribed so we can stay in this fight up to date and we can drive towards 2022. And with that, I will see you tomorrow morning. Thanks a lot for stopping by.